We never know who we're going to impact in that moment. We never know. So today, I had a guy reach out to me on Facebook Messenger. The message came in. It said something to the effect of, I'm not sure if you remember me, but thank you for being my friend when I was younger, or something to that effect. The name didn't ring a bell. I asked, how old were we? Because a lot of time, because of my addiction, because of the multiple chapters in my life, it's tr- it it's hard for me to remember who, what phase I know somebody from. So when the name doesn't ring a bell, I kind of have to ask those questions. And so, he gave me the year of 2013. So, in 2013, I was, running around selling dope, running and gunning on the streets, and then I ended up getting, arrested. And so I did some time in jail at that time. So it could have been either of those time frames. It could have been on the streets. Did I run into this guy out there when I was selling dope? And then it could have been in jail. Did I know him from jail? So, I kind of asked, if I knew him from a certain area where I was at around that time, and he said, no, unfortunately, you know me from jail. I said, okay. And, he said, basically, he said, you taught me a lot about life and, about how prison and jail and drugs and, that's no way to live. So in 2013, I was headed back to prison for the third time. So I was angry. I was violent, and I was violent towards this individual. I actually, in the chat, he said, you actually smashed my head into the wall to knock some sense into me for having an attitude with you. He said, I don't think I've had an attitude since. But he didn't take that negatively. He took that, and then he used what I said to him afterwards as a teaching moment for him. And he said that my words, forever shaped him in that moment. And so for somebody to reach out to me, right now, especially like when I'm struggling so much right now with myself, with so many areas of my life, to have that message come into me this morning, I can't tell you how impactful that was for me. So, and we got to talk. We had a great chat. After talking more, I do remember this individual. It's very cool to see, like, even though I was in a horrible place in my life at that time, facing, could have been 15 years in prison. I didn't know at that time. I was trying to teach him in that moment, don't be like me. Stop being a hardhead. Don't act like this. And don't put yourself back in this position, because you don't want to end up with prior felonies and getting wrapped up in the system over and over and over again. So what did he do? He got out of jail and he went back to Nebraska. And he used what I told him to change his life. We never know who we're going to impact in any given moment. So it's up to you to be the best version of yourself in every given moment, in every interaction, no matter how you feel, no matter what situation you're in. I was in a shitty situation back then. I was looking at a lot of time, but I still wanted to give that kid the best chance. And I still wanted to offer what I could in that moment. Don't be like me. And that's all I had to offer him. Don't be like me. I'm missing out on my son's life right now. At the time I had two sons. I'm missing out on both of their lives because I chose drugs, I chose violence, I chose women, I chose money, I chose the streets over them. So my only thing to offer him in that moment was, don't be like me. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just sharing my truth in that time because I don't want him to end up like me. And so for me to get a message from him today, years later, he has a beautiful family. He has a brand new baby. I can't tell you how much it hit me when I'm struggling with my own self right now, how much I needed to hear that today. That's no coincidence. So be the best version of yourself, because you never know how the interactions in these moments right now, no matter how low you are, somebody else is lower. No matter how bad you think you have it, you still have something to offer everybody in this moment, in every interaction. Powerful stuff. It hit me like a ton of bricks this morning. So that's what I got today for my Reflect and Connect moment for today. It was serendipitous. It was it was wild. And so I just am overwhelmed with gratitude for this individual reaching out to me today and letting me know the impact that I had on his life. Because I have those same people in my life that they'll never know that how much they impacted me unless I tell them. Some of them I can't. But those people in those smallest of interactions can hold on to that stuff forever. So be the best version of yourself. I love you guys.